Hi artists, it's Mrs. RT, the art teacher from the Angelo School. Today we're going to look at the artwork of Jen Stark, and then we're going to draw together. So Jen Stark's work can be 2D, which would be flat drawings and paintings, sculptures, murals, and installations. She was born in Miami, Florida, and she studied art at Maryland Institute College of Art. She graduated in 2005. This is some of her art on the side of a really tall building. And this is Jen Stark with some of her artwork. This is Jen Stark working on one of her 2D pieces. And her artwork can be seen in major shows in New York, LA, Miami, Chicago, and all around the world. And she's still living and working today in Los Angeles, California. This is Jen Stark in her art studio. You can see she's wearing some of her artwork and she has some of her artwork displayed behind her. This is one of the big pieces. You can notice the colors and all the patterns that she uses. And she uses many materials for her artwork. She uses paper, markers, paint, wood, and metal. Her artwork often uses organic shapes, which would be kind of free-form shapes instead of just a regular circle or triangle. And this is one of the installations she has on the outside of the building. You can see how tall it is by the person that's standing down here. So today what we're going to do is you are going to create on a piece of paper, we're going to create an organic shape. Remember, that's something kind of free-form, cloud-like, not a geometric shape like a circle, triangle, or square. So you're going to create that shape first with a pencil, and then you're going to make a pattern of that shape, just repeating the lines over and over again all the way to the edge of the paper. And when we color that in, we're going to use patterns. So you will be able to choose your colors, but we want it to be a pattern. So if you choose 3 or 4 colors, you could repeat them. It could be red, yellow, blue, or orange, yellow, blue, pink, repeating itself, any pattern that you want with your colors. This is another example of a type of shape that you could make, almost a star-like shape, that's repeated on this one over and over again, all the way to the edge of the paper. This is one example that a 3rd grader made last year with markers. And a couple things you want to think about is intentional color choice. You want to think about what colors would look good together. And remember, we're repeating them in a pattern. So you can pick 3 or 4 colors and then they will repeat over and over again. You can think about layering or stacking. So that would be overlapping the shapes. So you can see with this example that I made with cut paper, I cut out one of the shapes in yellow and then I glued it on green, then orange, and just repeated the shape over and over again, getting bigger each time. And you can think about what shape you made. So an organic, kind of cloud-like shape. So now would be a great time to pause the video and grab your materials if you need to. We're going to use a paper. You should start with a pencil in case you want to erase your lines. I'm going to outline my shapes like on this one with a black marker, and then you can use markers or crayons to color it in. So I'm going to do more of like a star type shape in the middle. And then we're just going to repeat that over and over again until we get all the way off the paper. So now I'm starting to go off the edge of the paper. And I still want to kind of mirror that first shape that we made. Right, now we have our design, so you could pick your 3 or 4 colors and you want to make them in a pattern. So this one you can see the blue, teal, and yellow. I just colored in solid, and then I made a design pattern for the green stripes, and then I repeated it over and over again. So now is your time to get creative with your colors and have fun making your Jen Stark inspired artwork.